Hey guys, my name's Oscar Mikey, and first off, let's just get all this stuff out of the way right now. The open beta for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 starts on September 16th for PlayStation users only. So those of you who are playing the game on PlayStation and pre-ordered the game are going to get access to the beta on the 16th and the 17th. After that, the beta is going to open up for everybody on PlayStation September 18th to the 20th. Beta number 2, Early Access, starts on the 22nd of September for Xbox and PC players. On PlayStation, it's going to be a completely open beta. And then September 24th to the 26th, the beta is going to open up to all platforms and anybody will be able to play. Alright, there you go. That answers your questions about when you'll be able to play if you pre-ordered the game. Get fucked, Xbox and PC players. I guess PlayStation players have a bit of an edge here. Anyway, welcome to another video, guys. This one is going to be on Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, and I had in my head kind of like a theme I wanted to go for this video, but I also just kind of wanted to talk about the game and how excited I am for it and what I'm looking forward to it most. I'm going to save the main talking point for later, but anyway, I've been scrolling through Reddit and Twitter, and it seems like a lot of people are kind of skeptical about this game. They've seen all the footage, they've seen all the trailers, and a lot of them are wondering, well, it looks a lot like Modern Warfare 2019. Why should I buy this game? It looks like exactly the same kind of game. There doesn't seem to be much incentive here for me to play this, especially since they're bumping the price up by $10. Which I certainly understand to an extent. Nobody likes paying more for things, and unfortunately, in the times we're living in, that's just part of the deal. Everything is getting more expensive, unfortunately. Inflation is f***ing everybody in the ass. I know it's definitely f***ing me in my ass. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of upset about it. But Call of Duty is a franchise, and it's become one of the most popular gaming franchises in the world for a reason, and that's because it's perfected its quality and its gameplay loop over the years throughout plenty of different entries. All kinds of different Call of Duties spanning different theaters of war, different time periods, and they all have like slightly different mechanics and gameplay mechanics and characters and all that kind of thing. They've perfected the formula, and people who enjoy that formula are going to keep coming back and keep buying because it's a good formula. It's a good game, it's a fun game, and honestly, it's just a strong business decision. You don't want to alienate your most loyal fans by making something completely and totally different from what they expect of you. So that's something that the critics, I think, need to try and understand with this newest game. Honestly, I used to be one of those people. I used to bash Call of Duty, and I used to make fun of it. I used to make fun of people who bought it year after year. I called it just the same game being released to suckers every year. But I've definitely kind of backpedaled on that. I'm a big fan of the franchise now. I think they really have perfected the formula, and it's in a really, really good place now. And yeah, I don't think people are giving the franchise enough credit for that. They've been working really hard over the last few years, and they've really perfected their gameplay loop, and they've done a great job of live service with their last few games. It's actually really impressive. I'm actually really excited to play through another campaign. I did actually enjoy the campaign in Modern Warfare 2019. It was a little bit nonsensical, a little bit over the top, but that's just par for the course for Call of Duty. I did like the characters though. I liked the character development, interactions and stuff. The environments and the overarching story were kind of interesting, but the campaign in Modern Warfare 2 definitely looks like a standout for me. I really like the idea of going up against the drug cartels, the Mexican cartels. The drug cartels are notorious in real life for being brutal and greedy and ultra violent. So that kind of sets them up in Call of Duty to be this really formidable kind of force you're fighting against. And then it also kind of alludes to Iran and nuclear weaponry, rockets, ICBMs maybe, that kind of thing. But yeah, the whole drug cartel angle, that is a really interesting part of it for me. Kind of reminds me of Narcos. It's making me want to go back and watch Narcos again. That was an awesome show. But anyway, I'm getting distracted here. The campaign looks badass. I'm really excited to play it. The multiplayer looks like it's going to be pretty standard. We haven't seen or heard much about how it's going to differ from Modern Warfare 2019. Obviously, we're going to be playing on new maps with probably some new weaponry and some new characters and stuff, but beyond that, seems pretty standard. But that's okay, because the multiplayer in Modern Warfare 2019 was superb. It was superb. It was amazing. It's the best multiplayer that I've played in a Call of Duty, maybe ever. No doubt there's going to be plenty of kill streaks to unlock, perks, that kind of thing. The gunsmith system is getting a rework, so that's really exciting. We're going to be able to make more deeper personalizations to our weapons, which I'm really actually pretty pumped for. Reading about the details of it when it kind of got leaked, or it was in the news cycle a couple of months ago, it really reminded me of the gunsmith system from Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter, I think? Advanced Warfighter back in the day? It was a really cool system. You would go into the gunsmith and you would see an exploded version of your weapon. So it would like blow up into all these pieces, the upper and lower receivers, the foregrip, the barrel, the stock, all that stuff. It would be an exploded view with all the little screws and stuff. And it really felt like deep customization. It wasn't really, it was just kind of surface level, but you could change out realistic things like the trigger pack. You could put in like a hair trigger or a match trigger, select fire trigger groups. You could swap out the magazines for different capacities. I'm pretty sure you could change out the gas block too. That you could change out the gas system to alter the weapon's performance a little bit. And these were really authentic looking customizations that really, they felt deeper than just like swapping out a grip or putting on a handguard or something like that. It felt deeper than that. And that's kind of the sense that I'm getting with this new gunsmith system in Modern Warfare 2. Very exciting stuff. Now, with regard to multiplayer, we haven't heard a whole lot about the DMZ mode. It's pretty much confirmed. We've seen screenshots of it. We've seen leaked images of it from, I don't know, some fucking sports ball team playing it in early access. And obviously it's still under NDA and DMCA and all that stuff. But we saw from those pictures that it's pretty much confirmed, and it's going to be kind of a take on the Extraction Royale formula that Escape from Tarkov popularized, which is also something that I'm really excited for. It's not going to be Escape from Tarkov exactly. Definitely not. It's not going to be hardcore at all, really. I don't know if it's going to have a similar kind of persistent character with a stash and progression that Tarkov has. I kind of doubt it, to be honest, but it's still an interesting idea because Modern Warfare definitely has the tone and the graphics and the animations and all that stuff. The overall gameplay and tone, they have it down. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that Call of Duty is hardcore or equivalent to something like Arma. I'm talking purely in an aesthetic and attention to detail kind of way. If DMZ does turn out to be an extraction-based multiplayer game mode like Escape from Tarkov, it's going to be much faster, it's going to be higher octane, and I suspect there's going to be like objectives that the devs put in the map for you to chase down and things like that. There's no really going out on your own, hiding in a bush, doing objectives on your own, staying away from hotspots. That's not going to be encouraged, in my mind. I think DMZ is definitely going to be a highly competitive, way more focused kind of Extraction Royale experience. But at this point in time, at the time of recording, which is August 24th, I don't know any more than you guys. There haven't been any extra little details released in the news cycle. Pretty much nothing is known about DMZ at this point. We're going to find out about that, hopefully, at Call of Duty Next on September 15th, the day before the early access beta on PlayStation. That's where they're going to do a full multiplayer gameplay reveal of Modern Warfare 2. So mark that down on your calendars, be ready. Now, with all that being said, there's been plenty of footage, plenty of trailers showed off, and overall, I'm liking the look of the game. It's looking very promising. It looks a lot like Modern Warfare 2019, except slightly polished up and updated, and I'm okay with that. There was kind of a short style video posted on Twitter that shows some more kind of raw, organic, quote-unquote multiplayer gameplay. Everybody was freaking out. The clickbait titles were out of control when this video posted. Oh my god, real multiplayer gameplay of Modern Warfare 2. No, it's not. It's not real multiplayer gameplay. Get the fuck out of here. It's just a developer walking around a completely empty-ass map with an M4. That's all it is. But it does give us kind of a more raw and organic look at like the animation system and the graphics. And it is looking really good. It's looking significant. Well, it is looking pretty nicely updated from Modern Warfare 2019. Everything seems just a little bit sharper. Graphics seem a little more polished up, colorful and contrasty. Textures look a little bit better, even though it's kind of a grainy video. I'm pretty satisfied with what I saw. Alright, now getting to the main plot of today's video. I titled this video FOMO. I was browsing social media, seeing all these people kind of hating on the game, being skeptical of it, and it made me think, it kind of made me a little bit sad for all these people because I think they're really going to miss out on something special when the game releases in October. We're kind of living in an age now where games are completely different on the last day of their lifespan than they were when they released. It used to be that games were developed, released, and that was the full package. It stayed the same. Any bugs or map flaws or anything like that was in the game permanently, and there was nothing the developer could do about it. There was nothing the users could do about it. That's just how the game was, and you had to play it as is. These days, games change. They change rapidly. Fixes are issued, aspects of the game are changed, full maps are given complete makeovers, like I just did a video on 2042. DICE is reworking a lot of the multiplayer maps for that game. Things don't stay the same, and for Modern Warfare 2019, I think that game was its best in the early days. From my perspective, somebody who likes a more authentic and hardcore feeling to their first-person shooters, it was great, man. There was definitely an aspect of personalization and customization that you could take control of, but it wasn't rampant and out of control. Everything was still very hardcore milsim, but still fun for the community to play around with. That's really my style. I like hardcore milsim type games, but I still want it to be fun, you know? I don't like Arma. Arma's not fun. You fucking weirdos who play Arma, go hike across a couple of mountains for 2 hours and then get shot in the face and tell me it's fun. But, just kidding, I love you guys. But, you know what I mean? Like, Modern Warfare 2019 was great at the start, and then it got campy and super quirky and weird and Fortnite-y, especially with the release of Warzone. It just got kind of crazy and out of control. That's kind of why I titled this video FOMO. I think the critics of this game should be afraid of missing out on the experience that the game is going to offer early on, because that's only going to last for a limited time. It's not going to be around forever, and once it's gone, it's never coming back. Once they roll out Season 1 of the Battle Pass, and people start acquiring these crazy neon-colored bodysuits for their military operators, and like pink tracer rounds and guns that look like dragons and shit, it's never going to be the same. It's always going to take me out of the experience, and I'm never going to feel that same kind of milsim hardcore vibe that I get when the game is in its early state. Now, a lot of people are probably going to remind me of the $10 price hike, and honestly, that does kind of piss me off a little bit. Activision Infinity Ward, they're some of the wealthiest game companies in the world. They hold the keys to one of the most successful FPS franchises of all time, and I do really feel kind of burned by a price hike. But at the same time, I do understand that they have that clout. They have this world-renowned franchise, and a good business decision is to kind of charge a premium for it because they know the size of their audience, they know how popular it is, and that's just basic market demand. So with all that in mind, I've definitely pre-ordered Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. I'm not going to tell you what to do with your money, but if you're a similar kind of person like me, if you like hardcore-ish, milsim-ish kind of first-person shooters, I urge you to go back to it and kind of take a second look at it, because it's going to offer definitely a unique experience at launch that is going to be very limited and it won't be around forever, and the window of time to enjoy that is going to be very small. Thanks so much for listening to my rant, guys. I really appreciate you. If you liked this video, make sure you leave a like on it. It really helps for the algorithm and getting recommended and growing and stuff on YouTube. If you really want to help out the channel, leave a comment down below and tell me your thoughts on Modern Warfare 2. Positive or negative. Let's have a discussion about it. Subscribe to this channel to see my future videos. Thanks again so much, guys, and I'll talk to you in the next video.
This is capture or kill.
Ya son más de 10 años metiéndole y todavía sueno como nuevo. Baby no tiene relevo, me sobra el dinero, el respeto y los huevos.